Hey friends, welcome back to OG Universe. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we're taking a look, we're diving back into those Mcfarlane Collectors Edition Series of figures, and we're taking a look at Captain Boomerang from The Flash. Now, in addition to Boomerang, we also got Starfire and the Penguin. We'll be taking a look at those figures in some separate reviews, but I want to see if this figure breaks that stereotypical mold of Mcfarlane Collectors Edition figures being overpriced and not come with accessories to justify that price point. I don't know. I think this figure might actually break the mold. We'll see how this video goes and we'll discuss that in depth. But let's take a look at the packaging. They do have that oversized window box. And we got some beautiful Captain Boomerang artwork by Francis Manupel from The Flash. You do have the embossed silver lettering, Captain Boomerang, and this is number 13. Is it going to be lucky number 13? I guess we'll see how this review goes, and we'll take a look at what else he comes with. So he does include that infamous display stand. Yes, the display stand. And you have some trading card artwork. You got two sprawled out hands. You got two fisted hands. And you also got grasping hands with two boomerangs. And you also get that black display stand with the silver DC logo. So that's it. That's all you're getting. Is it worth 40 bucks Canadian? In a way, it kind of is, guys. It kind of is. Now, Captain Boomerang, George Digger Harkness, he is a very interesting character. I remember the first time I ever saw him. It was from some of my brothers, my much older brothers, hand-me-down comic books from the 70s, and I saw him taking on the Flash. And I'm thinking to myself, this guy looks like a McDonald's character. Back then, they had the Hamburglar, Mayor of Hamburgerville, or something like that, and of course Ronald McDonald and that purple kind of gumdrop guy. And man, this guy looked like he'd fit in perfectly with those guys. He had a blue blazer with boomerangs on it. He had some tight pants, some boots. He had a goofy haircut, and then he had a hat that looked like some short order cook hat from the 60s. You know, those paper hats. You know what I'm talking about. And man, he just looked goofy. And I'm thinking, this guy's not taking on the Flash. I don't know about that. But throughout time, and to the credit of some amazing artists, writers, animators, we really saw a more fleshed out Captain Boomerang. He's really grown into a kind of a fan favorite character. He's had some incredible Spotlight series animation from Justice League Unlimited. He's been in some awesome episodes. Task Force X is one of those standout episodes. And then, of course, in the DC animated universe, he's had some great spotlights in the Suicide Squad movies as well. Video games, like he's really developed. And this is the look that I akin to with Captain Boomerang. The trench coat, the hat, just this really cool look about this character. Now, what sets him apart from some of the other characters that we got in the Collector series? Cloth goods, coat. This is a really nicely fabricated coat. It definitely has a good quality feel to it. Some nice stitching throughout the entire coat. There's no like misalignments or loose threads, nothing like that. It's just a really nice premium coat. Now, when we talk about premium, I know a lot of people are like, no, this isn't a premium figure. Premium's Hot Toys, Mezco, Metacon, Mayflex, stuff like that for sure. Those are premium figures in a separate category. Those are like, three-digit price point figures that, they're pretty damn expensive to collect. This is really a $26 to $40 series of figures, and man, for the price in Canada of $40, but use your edge card. Definitely get a platinum edge card, save about $5. It's definitely worth it. Not sponsored by by GameStop, but I just want to help you guys save some money if you live in Canada. This definitely feels like a really good high quality figure in the sense that this coat just helps amplify the quality and premiumness of the character. You also get this cloth goods cape, or not cape, excuse me, scarf, which is really nice addition too. I would love to see a wire running through this coat. Can you imagine that? I think McFarlane will hit that at one point, probably next year. He's going to do that. But it kind of hurts a little bit too because we didn't get Animal Man with a coat. And that guy could have just been a McFarlane Collector's Edition figure because he comes with that Wolverine character, that Wolverine Badger kind of beast. Superman, the Return of Superman came with Crypto. I just don't see why they couldn't have added a coat to that figure. But, last. I digress. That's another topic. We don't need to indulge into that again. We're talking about the Boomeranger here, Captain Boomerang. So yeah, he's a pretty damn nice figure. The hands, they do grip onto the boomerangs, not too bad, but you do have to push him in a little bit more to almost hold it like he's grasping it in the middle. I would like to have had hands that you could just slide these in so you could have like a couple of them just ready to go, so to speak, but unfortunately, we don't have that. So let's take this coat off and let's take a closer look at the figure itself. So I'm just gonna pop these hands off here. Okay, wow, figure on, ooh, look at that. So that is a pretty thick peg. If you saw my shorts on the Dr. Fate repair we did, this was on the Dr. Fate, but the Dr. Fate one's even thicker than this. It was like a chunky peg to say the least. And then when we put the Rebirth Superman ones on, very thin pegs, but you know, they did the job. So let's take off this coat. Let's see what he looks like underneath. I would definitely suggest taking off the hands because they could get stuck. You don't want anything getting stuck on this figure. Yeah, so you can get a couple different looks. You can go with the boomerangs, or excuse me, the boomerangs. You can go with, you know, the scarf, kind of covering his face. If you want to do that, you can take that off. You can go with the coat without that. It's really cool. Gives you some different display options, so to speak. All right, let's put these hands back on, nice and secure. And the figure's articulation doesn't feel kind of dated because you know what? This is using pretty much a good chunk of the body buck from the Grifter. And we've had some fun with the Grifter. We picked them up a little while ago on Amazon on sale. And man, we've had some fun escapades with Grifter, doing a little bit of toy surgery to improve them. But this is another look that you can give your Captain Boomerang, and it's pretty cool. You know, a little more kind of call to action, so to speak. So, some really nice texturing on the shirt. You got all these wrinkles in the fabric, which looks nice. He has this belt, same as Grifter. Has all these pouches, the military boots. You know, it's pretty cool. It could have been nice to see some extra paint work done on the pouches. I mean, you got the black here. Why isn't this one? I guess is in the pocket, but you know, he does have some scraps here. We could probably use some color onto those. That would have been nice. Be fun to customize that. It's simply easy to do as well. But overall, he does look pretty damn cool. I like the way he looks. So let's talk about some articulation. So articulation, they look down pretty good. Not too bad. Not too much looking up. Does have a bit of side attitude. I would like more side attitude. This guy is all about attitude. You do have the spacer joints here that give him that extra little butterfly hinge. Very nicely done, floating around there. You got the bicep cut, double jointed elbows, ball joints at the wrist. For abdominal articulation, can look back pretty good. This does interfere a little bit. This band loader here with the extra boomerangs, which are not removable by the way, so we'll try and rip those out. Does have ball joint at the waist, double jointed, or ball joint at the hips, double jointed ratcheted knees, toe articulation, boot articulation, everything going on there. Sculpted ankle rockers as well, joints. That looks really good. So a very nicely articulated figure. You're gonna have a lot of fun posing them up. But let's bring out the OG of this figure. We got the Grifter here. And Grifter, I've had some fun with him. Definitely a fun character, but these guys are about the same height. I mean, what we did with this Grifter to set them apart, of course, if you're gonna buy this figure, please, please warm up these wrist joints first. Put them under some hot water, boil them a little bit, because the paint did get stuck in the joints, and it caused my original one from 2 years ago to break. When I opened it up, I was pretty disappointed. But it's a simple fix. Mine's completely healed. He's cured from that plague. And I did give him some extra armaments, machine gun here. I did extend the neck peg as well because he had no neck. He had part of the smallest neck peg I've ever seen on my Mcfarlane figure. And we use an extended neck peg from the Injustice 2 Superman. And he has all sorts of side attitude. His mask, and he actually has a neck there. So it's really great improvement. Simple and easy toy surgery. Watch my shorts for that. But these two guys are the exact same body buck. The chest has been swapped out with that kind of sweater look as opposed to the armor plating. But you got an exact same figure from 2 years ago we're using on a collector's edition figure. So that kind of holds it back. I would expect brand new molds for these collector's edition. They don't come out very often. They're not like, 8 waves a year or something like that. But man, I would appreciate for the higher price point brand new sculpts. I do appreciate the coat. The coat is fantastic. It's awesome. I really like the way it's done. But again, Does it justify the price point that we're paying for a retooling of an older body bug? Interesting point. I'll leave that up to you guys to decide and let me know in the comments. But let's bring in some other action figures to go along with this Captain Boomerang. We do have our customized Batman versus Superman Dawn of Justice Batman with the Arkham 2.0 head. Really nice. I like these two. This Batman is a little short though, damn it. It's a little short, but he's still a cool looking Batman to sit on your shelf. Cloth cape, no wires though. And then of course you gotta bring out, this guy here, the Flash. You gotta have these two guys together. We're building up some Flash Rose Gallery characters, which is great to have. I would kill to see a contemporary Captain Cold, either in his new 52 outfit or some sort of rebirth outfit. Something new. I want to see that figure so bad. We did get him in the Page Puncher series, but it was a very artistic interpretation of Captain Cold, and I really want to see that classic look for him. Not the too classic, not the 70s version, but definitely the rebirth or the new 52. And of course, these two guys are going to look great on your shelf, doing all sorts of combat. Then I wanted to bring in another character who I would be very happy to see on the Suicide Squad, and that is Lobo. I think he'd be a cool addition to have on the Suicide Squad on a mission of some kind. Man, you never know. He might be joining the team in my DC Multiverse. You never know. And then another character, if you saw my little custom video and some of the shorts we did, I found this freaking old leather jacket from a Sting figure, believe it or not, probably 20 years ago, and I put it on the Joker. So this is another cloth coat. This one's lasted a hell of a long time in good condition. It has a little minor bit of cracking, nothing major, but I decided to just chuck it on the Joker. It is a big coat. It does fit a little awkward on him for sure. You're gonna have to use some sort of bands to maybe tighten it up. But I thought it'd be fun to have them. Hey, let's put a trench coat on the Joker. I think these two guys would look cool together for sure. So there you go, guys. We've taken a pretty in-depth look at Captain Boomerang. My overall opinion is you're getting a pretty damn good figure here. It is, of course, reuse. It is, of course, that higher price point. And are you getting the value? When we talk about value, man, it's important these days. We want to spend our money and get our best value for what we're spending. I really do enjoy the character. I really do enjoy this figure. It does have some outstanding qualities about it, and we're getting a bit better on that premium Mcfarlane Collectors Edition quality. I don't know how Starfire and Penguin are going to hold out because they are damn bare bones, but at least this guy has some extra oomph to justify some price point. So, there you go, guys. I would love to hear your thoughts and comments about this figure. Let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, turn on that bell notification so you'll definitely get the reviews as soon as they come up into your feed. And again, thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Take it easy, guys.